First, they came for the Kashmiri Hindus. They killed the men. They threatened to rape the women. They did rape the women. They forced the Kashmiri Hindus to flee their homes and become refugees in their own land. The Kashmiri Hindus protested, but it was a Pandit problem, so I did not do anything. Then they turned Tipu, the tyrant and the genocidal mass murderer of Hindus of Karnataka, into a hero, and they declared a holiday in his honor, and they told the people of Coorg, whose ancestors he had massacred, that he is your national hero and you better worship him. The people from Coorg protested, but it was a Coorgi problem, so I did not join in. Then they filed a PIL against Jallikattu, a Hindu cultural tradition that involves running with bulls. People from Tamil Nadu protested, but it was a Tamil problem, so I didn't bother. Then they started converting Hindus in Kerala in the name of love. They also hacked Hindus to death. Some people cried, but it was a Malayali problem, so I ignored it. Then they burnt Hindu houses in West Bengal and forced people to leave their villages. They banned Durga Puja immersions to make way of Muharram. Again, some people protested, but it was a Bengal Dalit problem, so I was not concerned. Then they regulated the height of Dahi Handi in Maharashtra. People in Maharashtra protested, but it was their tradition, so I did not utter a word. Then they settled 40,000 Rohingyas all the way. They took them from the Bengal border and took them to Jammu and made them settle there. The same Rohingyas who killed and dumped Hindus of Myanmar into a mass grave and forced their women to convert to Islam. I did not bother. You see, it was a Myanmar problem. And it was a Jammu problem. Nothing to do with me. Then they banned crackers on the eve of Diwali. Some people shouted. After all, it's a Delhi pollution problem, not my concern. Then they came for me, asking me to stop breathing because my breathing depletes O2 levels in air. I protested and asked for other Hindus to join me. Nobody did. Then they told me to stop cremating my dead because it was killing trees. Again, I asked for help. Nobody came. Then they told me that I cannot live in Meerut anymore because I cannot look a Muslim in the eye. I again asked for help. Nobody came. Because most of the Hindus were dead already, and the few who were alive told me to sort it out myself, as it is my problem. Is that what we want it to be? Is that what we want it to be? Do we want to be islands of one Hindu here, one Hindu there, one Hindu there fighting and not realizing the greater narrative?